The first big question to them, do the police have blood on their hands? It's a provocative question, but a question that I want to start with you, Mr. Prakash Singh. In the light of what you've seen, could you argue that the police, especially in UP, have blood on their hands?
No, I would entirely disagree with this kind of generalization. You see, the policemen, 90% of them come from average social background and you can say average middle-class families, and they are just ordinary human beings. They are not assassins, they are not killers. They train as ordinary policemen to serve the people, to enforce the law. That is how they start. Now, in course of time, there are situations where they are under tremendous pressure from the government, tremendous pressure from their own political bosses to deliver results. Like it happened in Hyderabad when the gang rape happened. There was tremendous pressure on the police that within a few days you have to produce results. That was the directive from the highest political bosses. You have to produce results within 3 days. What is this happening? How has this rape happened? And then within a few days thereafter you found that the alleged rapists were gunned down.
So you're saying that the police is almost under pressure to quote unquote give results.
Yes.
And the results mean that if in a case like Atiq and Ashraf, while being taken in police custody, sir,
no,
this is not, or are you distinguishing this case from...
I am clearly distinguishing.
So in this case, do they have blood on their hands?
No. And I'm strongly inclined to believe that it was not engineered by the police, it was not sponsored by the state, it was a case of murder, and the mastermind is yet to be located. There's a mastermind who first selected a team of three youngsters, comparatively unknown criminals. He motivated them, financed them, gave them Turkish pistols, and organized...
But they were in police custody.
Yes, then you can say it was negligence. You can say dereliction. And Mr. Sardesai, if I may add, it is in police custody under full CBI protection, FBI protection, that President Kennedy gets killed, that so many other VIPs across the world have been killed.
Okay, let's widen this. We've got lots of voices here. Vikram Singh, you're from Uttar Pradesh. Do you believe that the UP police has blood on its hands, particularly in the context of Atiq and the fact that there have been so many encounters that have taken place, but in Atiq's case, it happened in police custody. It's the duty of the police to ensure that every person gets the benefit of a due process of law.
Absolutely, Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, I would agree with Mr. Prakash Singh ji, whatever he has said. It can be negligence, it can be cavalier attitude, it may be fatigue, it may be anything. And yes, they can be charged under the guards and escorts rules, and also this happening in police custody is uncondonable. But to say that the police has blood in their hands, that will be farthest from the truth. And the negligence that has happened, there's a judicial commission, and you also mentioned encounters. 186 encounters and 13 police deaths. I'm not counting the injuries to the police personnel. These 13 police deaths are also indicative of the fact and a litmus test that the police has come out with flying colors. All encounters are subject to judicial scrutiny, also a magistrate inquiry, and also a report to the Human Rights Commission. If anybody feels free, he is welcome to go to the court and get another FIR, but that has not happened. Wild allegations do not serve any purpose.
Okay, let's go to my next case. Ajay Kumar ji, do you believe the police has blood on its hands?
It's a very strong term, and that will mean that it is deliberately pre-planned and done by police. That's very difficult to say. I don't have the facts to say that. But it's a serious incompetence, not only negligence. I would even go to the extent of calling it incompetence. That's one thing. But then this issue is actually connected to confusion about role of police, confusion in the minds of police themselves, confusion or expectation by public or expectation by the courts and expectation by the society. So all these three things are at cross purposes. Now, it was said that show results. When we are asked to show results, we must show results within our limitations. We know what our limitations are. Now, because, and this is also connected to which I have been saying whenever I get a chance, that it is certainly connected to the breakdown of criminal justice system. That's why people expect quick results, and even support such things, accept such things. We saw in Kanpur, we saw in Hyderabad that public garlanded police on those very doubtful encounters. So this is a very complex issue. Therefore, to say that police have blood on their hand, if they have, they must be dealt with it. But I can't say at this juncture. But it's terrible incompetence and unbelievable incompetence.